Hey everyone, it's July 24th, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share with English serial killer John George Haigh, known as the acid bath murderer, who murdered 6 victims in the 1940s, and that is him right up there. Haigh was born in 1909 in Lincolnshire, England, and was raised by an extremely religious family. He left school at the age of 17 to become an apprentice to an auto mechanic and got married at the age of 25. Haigh started his own repair business by forging documents to show his qualifications, for which he was quickly caught and sentenced to 15 months in prison. His wife divorced him, and after his release, he moved to London and became a chauffeur. He committed another act of fraud and ended up back in prison for 4 years, and when released, got caught for theft, serving another 2 years. In 1944, he ran into an old employer, and the two went for a drink at the local pub, then went back to Haigh's workshop. Haigh smashed the man's head in with a wrench, then placed his body in a tub filled with acid. After a few days, the body was completely dissolved, and he dumped the remaining sludge in the backyard. Unlike Jesse Pinkman, he didn't use a solvent that would react with the tub itself. He went to see the man's parents and told them that their son had gone into hiding to avoid being called up for military service with World War II going on at the time. He assumed his victim's identity in order to gain legal control of his possessions and was able to steal 4,000 pounds, which was a large sum of money at the time. In order to keep up the ruse in 1945, Haigh murdered the parents as well, again disposing of their bodies by dissolving them in sulfuric acid. In 1947, he met an older couple during a real estate deal, and in 1948 he invited them to his workshop one at a time, where he shot them in the head and dumped their corpses in a vat of acid. Haigh took the key to the hotel where they had lived for the last 4 years and stole their valuables, after which he ran into another elderly resident he was friendly with. He invited her to the workshop, where he killed her and disposed of her body in order to steal her fur coat and jewelry. Haigh then returned to the hotel, where he ate a 3-course meal at the restaurant downstairs. Other residents of the hotel asked Haigh if he had seen the victims, so he decided to drive one of them to the police, hoping that doing so would deflect any suspicion from himself. Scotland Yard got involved, and after finding his criminal past, focused on him as a suspect. After intense questioning, Haigh confessed to the murder and told detectives, "I've destroyed her with acid. You'll find the sludge that remains at Leopold Road. Every trace is gone. How can you prove murder if there's no body?" Haigh believed that without a body, he would at worst be sentenced to a psychiatric hospital. He then confessed to his role in his earlier murders, and an investigation of his workshop found numerous bloodstains and a hat pin belonging to one victim recovered from the bottom of a 45-gallon drum. A full set of dentures and 2 gallstones were found in his yard, and he was convicted of 6 murders with the jury deliberating just 17 minutes. Haigh was hanged in 1949 after being allowed to drink a glass of brandy. An agreement with Madame Tussauds Wax Museum was struck just before his death, where Haigh allowed them to make a mold of his dead face and use his actual clothes for a wax statue, which remained on display until 2016. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, send those videos so I can find out all about their birthday twin. And to John George Haigh, I say, happy birthday.